Hey, it's Carla from Central Park, and today we're going to be talking about a training tip. I'm going to be working with Gypsy to teach her how to be polite and patient around food that I'm eating or preparing for her. Now, in this bowl, I've just got her regular kibble. So this is what we're going to get started with because she's used to it. She has it all the time. It's a little bit boring, kind of bland. If I start with something that's too exciting, like pizza that I'm eating or pasta that I'm eating, then realistically, that's going to be too hard for her, too tempting for her, and she's likely to be slightly unsuccessful. And what I want is for her to be successful right from the beginning. So I'm starting with kind of boring food that she gets all the time, and then I can ramp up from there and choose a more exciting food to work with in the future. Now, if I'm using food that I'm eating, like pizza or pasta, I'm still gonna use her regular food or dog treats as reinforcers for her. So I'm gonna feed her her regular food instead of pizza or pasta. But because I'm working with her regular food today, I can reinforce her with her regular food. So we're gonna use her food as the distraction and as the reward. I'm gonna get started for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show Gypsy that I've got food in this dish. I think she's already pretty darn aware, but I'm gonna feed her her first piece anyway. And then what I'm gonna do is show her this dish, wave it around a little bit, and have it in the air over here. Now, as long as she's not jumping up and trying to take the food from me, she gets another piece of food. Very good girl. There we go. And as we are moving along, what I'm gonna start to do is just bring the dish a little bit lower. As long as she stays put and she's not jumping at me, barking at me, anything like that, she gets another piece of food. As we progress and we move forward, I just bring the dish a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And as long as all of that is going well, that I can make it even more difficult. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna crouch down. And I think that the likelihood is fairly high that she's gonna get up the moment that I crouch down, but we'll see what happens. Oh, hi. So all I'm gonna do is bring my dish a little bit higher again. Oh, she's got an itch. Take your time. Good girl. And then she gets a piece of food for not jumping up at me or trying to take the food. If she were to surge forward and try to reach this dish, I'm just gonna lift it back up. So I don't have to say no or anything like that. I'm just gonna let the bowl move further up and further away from her to help her be successful again. And if I crouched down and she were just all over me, then I would stand up again to make it easier for her. But she's doing pretty well, so we're gonna keep moving. So I have it here and I can feed her a piece. I can bring it lower. Very nice, good girl. Lower, good job. And I can give her praise all along the way to help her understand that she's doing a really good job and that I'm liking what she's doing. Good girl, very nice, good puppy. Good job, good girl. Wow, that's really impressive. Good job, baby. Oh, that's pretty exciting though, huh? Good girl. So there we have it. We were able to successfully put her dish of food on the ground. And once it's there, if I'm using this as an activity to feed her her meals, I could give her a release that says, okay, you can come eat your food now that it's on the ground. Or if I were doing this with food that I don't want her to have, like my pizza or my pasta, then I would simply, again, reinforce her with food from my pocket that is her regular kibble or regular dog treats. So I would have pizza in this hand, and then I would feed her with regular dog treats from my pocket in my other hand. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Very nice. So I'm just gonna release her to eat her food now that she's done such a nice job for me. And that is how we can start to teach our dogs nice, polite manners around food that we're either gonna be serving or preparing for them, or food that we're eating ourselves. So get started, start to work on this with your pup, and in the next video, we will look at making this a little bit more difficult for Miss Gypsy here. Good girl. Okay, good job. Good baby. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.